So today we are going to be talking about how much it costs to start a blog. And in this video, I'm going to be using specific products and things that I personally use, and I'm going to base it off of that. However, it's important to know that this is going to be a rough estimate of everything. And if you use different products and different services and different plans within those services, that the cost or the expenses are going to vary. So just keep that in mind. And it's also important to know that if you're thinking about starting your blog or you're just started out and you're a beginner, that some of these products you won't even have to pay for, and some of them are free. So stick around to see which ones are free or which ones you have to pay for. So let's get right into the video. So as a blogger who is just starting out, one of your first purchases will be your web host. And as a blogger, this is something that you need in order for you to even start your blog, and it's mandatory. So it's not like you can get around it. So for this, I'm going to be doing SiteGround as my example. And SiteGround, the plans start at $2.99 per month, and they go all the way up to $39.99 per month. And just let me tell you this before I go on. It's important for you to know that as a new blogger or a beginner, you don't need to go with the highest costing membership or the most premium membership there is. It's okay to start with a new $2.99 plan and then use that for a year or two, or however long you see fit. And you will hear some people out here saying, well, you should go with the $39.99 because this and that, and you get what you pay for. And that is true to some extent. However, in this case, SiteGround is one of the best web hosts out there. So if you are investing in the $2.99 option, you will be just fine. You will be starting off great. And SiteGround is a quality web host, so you don't need to worry about, not getting quality for what you're paying for. And especially if you are trying to save and just be more mindful of your expenses when you're starting your blog, then you don't need to pay for the most expensive option, because some of the time you don't need that and it's unnecessary. And that is one thing I figured out as a blogger for almost 3 years now. But you can use the least expensive option in some cases, and you will still get same results as other people. And it just depends on what the product is and what the company is, and you really need to do your research to know which products and companies that you can be kind of cheap with, and other ones that you need to pay the premium price or spend more on. So when it comes to web hosts like SiteGround, you'll be spending around $36 to $480 a year, depending on what plan you go with. On the lower end, at the $2.99 plan, you're going to be spending $36 and plus tax upfront. And then if you go with the more premium option or the higher paying one, you're going to be spending about $480 plus tax on your web host. So it's up to you on which one you want to go with. However, if you want to save money and you're trying to be more mindful, definitely starting out with the $2.99 plan is your best bet. Next on the list is actually your domain name. And it's important to know that the expenses for your domain and the expenses for your web host are not going to be lumped together. So you're going to be paying for those separately. And a lot of people actually don't know that, but that is one fact that you need to know. And when it comes to your domain name, it's pretty much just going to be the URL that people type in. So it's pretty much, and if you don't know what a domain name is, it's pretty much a part of the URL that you're going to be typing in, and it's essentially going to be the name of your website. So for example, my domain name is blogsbytosh.com, and that is the domain name, and that's the name of my blog. And when you are buying a domain name, it can range from $10 a year to $50 a year. And that really depends on the extension that you choose. So the extension is going to be the .com, the .org, or .net. Those 3 or 2 or letters after the dot is going to be your extension that you choose. And in a lot of the cases, the most popular extensions are going to be more expensive in this case, and those are like the .coms, the .nets, the .io, and you really want to make sure that when you choose your extension, that your extension kind of reflects what your blog is going to be about, because there's so many out there. For example, let's say as a blogger, I chose blogs by Tosh.store. However, I have a blog, so that would not be compatible with what my blog is about. So as a blogger, I wouldn't choose blogs by Tosh.store. I would either do blogs by Tosh.com or blogs by Tosh.blog. So you really have to be careful when you're choosing your domain name and the extension that you use on the end of that. Just keep that in mind for when you are choosing your extension. And a lot of people actually don't know this. So this is very helpful information that will assist you when you are choosing your domain name. Sometimes when people see that your extension is something that people don't really use, it does kind of affect your trust and credibility with your users. However, you know, it's just one of those things where you kind of have to be mindful, like I said, of which one you choose and just be smart about it. Next on the list is your privacy policy. Now, for this, we are just going to choose Termly, and I use Termly and I haven't used anything else. Termly is a privacy policy generator that helps you set up your legal pages for your blog, which are absolutely mandatory as well. You absolutely need those for your blog because it's a legal issue. So I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not gonna go any deeper into the subject because I don't know off the top of my head everything. And I don't wanna give you, advice that I think is good and then it turns out it's wrong, because that's not my area of expertise. However, one thing I will say is that you absolutely need your legal pages, like your terms of use, your privacy policy, and your cookie policy / banner. And make sure that the privacy policy generator you use keeps you up to date with privacy laws and keeps you compliant with those laws. And Termly does just that. And for Termly, there's an option for you to use it free, and the free version will get you one of your privacy policies. However, you need all 3 of those. So I would highly suggest you pay for the 3 privacy policies that your website needs. And for Termly, you can pay anywhere from $0 to $15 a month. And they also have a plan where you can customize your privacy policies or get as many privacy policies or legal pages that you need for your page, and you can customize that for your website and your business. So if you are looking to do that option, the prices will vary and it doesn't give a specific price listed on the website, and you would have to contact them and work with them while doing that. But I'm pretty sure it will cost you way more than $180 a year. However, if you are just a beginner, I would not worry about that. I would just worry about getting your, 3 main ones and your cookie policy and your banner installed on your website. So it's privacy policy, terms of use, and cookie policy and cookie banner that you need as a beginner. So don't worry about anything else. And if you plan on selling your own products on your website, then you will need additional policies such as the shipping policy, return policy, and disclaimer policies and things like that. So next on the list is your SEO tool. And your SEO tool in this case is going to be Yoast SEO, which I really recommend, and I love the product, and I haven't used any other SEO tool or analyzer. And with Yoast SEO, you can actually use the free version, and the free version works just as good. However, obviously if you choose the premium version, you're going to get more access to more resources and tools within that. However, if you're just starting out, the free version will work just fine for you and give you everything that you need to start out as a beginner. So the range for paying for Yoast SEO or this SEO tool is $0 to $230 a year, and that really just depends on which plan you choose with Yoast. So just keep that in mind. And like I said before, you don't always need to buy the premium version of a product. You know, working with the free version can give you just as good results as working with the premium version. So in this case, this is another thing on the list that you don't necessarily have to buy. However, when you get further into your blogging journey and you start seeing success, you may want to buy and upgrade to the premium version. And next on the list is your keyword analyzer. And in this example, we're going to be using keywords everywhere. Now, keywords everywhere, the price depends on how much credits you want. So the credits are going to pretty much be how many key terms or keywords that you're searching up at a time. So for instance, they have a $10 plan that allows you to do 100,000 keywords, and then they have a $50 plan that allows you to do 500,000 keywords. Then they have a $100 plan that allows you to do 1,000,000 keywords, and that's 1,000,000 credits. And then that'd be 500,000 credits, and then the other one would be 100,000 credits. In this case, you're going to be paying about $10 to $50 a year, maybe even more if you are super active on your blog and you're constantly searching up keywords and doing your keyword research. However, if you're just starting out, going with the $10 plan is completely fine if you are a beginner. So next on the list is your theme. And for me personally, I've never paid for a theme because the WEBHOST that I went with and SiteGround also has an option for you to sign up with WordPress. And if you sign up with WordPress through SiteGround, you will have access to free and paid themes. And in this case, when it comes to your theme, unless you are very, very particular and you want it to look a specific way and you have this specific vision for your site, I would say that paying or choosing the free website theme is just fine. It's not gonna make or break your blog. The only thing with your theme that is going to make or break your blog is the theme that you choose. It doesn't matter if it's paid for or if it's free. If your theme is organized and it's, you know, fairly simple and easy to navigate, then you will be fine. Your users will be fine navigating your website, and they will like your website, and they will come back, and that will increase your retention and decrease your bounce rate. So you don't have to pay for a theme, and when you sign up for WordPress through SiteGround or through any other web host that offers WordPress, you will have access to those free themes that you don't have to worry about, you know, getting from somewhere else and adding it to your website. So this is another thing that I would say can cost you $0, which is good. Then next on the list is your stock photo site. And for your stock photo site, there is a free option called Pexels that you can go to and find your stock photos and videos for your post. So that isn't really an expense that you're gonna have to shell out on either when you're trying to find, you know, photos to use for your website and stuff like that. Unless you are taking your own photos, then you don't have to worry about getting a stock photo site or finding one. However, if you are on the hunt for one and you don't want to pay money, or you're just not in the place to do that, Pexels is your go-to. Pexels.com. So thank you so much for watching today. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. That will mean so much to me if you found this helpful. And give this video a thumbs up as well. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.